Hi, I'm Glen Campbell. Recognize the guy here on the right? That's me. You see, for about 6 months, I was a Beach Boy. It all happened back in '64 and '65 when Brian Wilson decided he didn't want to tour for a while. So Mike and Carl, they called me and asked me to replace him on the road. And let me tell you, those were the days when the Beach Boys were going through some pretty important changes. Brian had always been the leader of the band, and now he just wanted to stay home and write. And I'm glad he did, too, because I think that's when Brian wrote some of his best songs. And with him on leave, the Beach Boys started reconstructing their act. And Mike, he really came into his own as a showman, too. And boy, let me tell you, nobody could beat his onstage antics. Carl took over the reins as the musical leader. His voice was getting so beautiful, he'd sing ballads like God Only Knows and Boy, the Girls Would Swoon. And Al was stepping out front, too, for the first time, singing lead on Help Me Rhonda. And he had started suggesting more songs for the act, too, and credit him with Flute John B. After I left, Bruce hopped on board. He was like the musical engineer of the band. He could sit down with a pile of sheet music and in no time flat come up with an arrangement for a full concert. You could really see them growing tighter as a band. Throughout the mid-'60s, the Beach Boys were growing up and in the process making some beautiful music, what I like to call, well, adult surfing music. While the guys was on tour, Brian was back in L.A. working on the album that would earn him his reputation as a musical genius, Pet Sounds. If ever an album revolutionized American pop, this was it. And soon rock critics were hailing the Beach Boys, you know, the guys that sang about surfboards and deuce coupes, as the American band. Since then, the Beach Boys have become an American institution, especially every 4th of July when they play to millions of screaming fans at the Washington Monument. And like this party right here in Waikiki, the Beach Boys have come to stand for all the fun and good spirits of our own American dream. And after 25 years, well, they just keep spreading those good vibrations.
Before I joined the group, I was pretty impressed by the Beach Boys. It was in 1965 that I got a call from Mike Love. They needed someone to fill in for Glen Campbell. Well, Mike said, it's only for a weekend, why don't you do it? And that date in New Orleans turned into 21 years of making music with these guys. A lot of people associate our music with those fun, innocent times of growing up in America. And here's a song I wrote from my own memories. Clear skies and dry eyes, now I see you smile. Sadness goes and your softness shows a changing style. Just in time, words that rhyme will bless your soul. Now I'll fill your hands with kisses and a Tootsie Roll. Oh, those open cars and those clear stars, that's what I've lacked. Oh, the fantasy world and Disney girls, guess I'm coming back. I remember one of the first times I ever sang a Beach Boys record. The first time my mom could recognize my voice was in the classic from Pet Sounds, God Only Knows.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Paul McCartney called God Only Knows the most beautiful song he'd ever heard. I agree, and it's one of the favorites of the songs that Brian wrote.
He wrote it as a prayer of thanks, and we're thankful that here to bring a special passion to the song is Jeffery Osborne. I may not always love you, but sure as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, believe me, the world could say nothing to me. But what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. And God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, believe me, the world could say nothing to me. But what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows what I'd be without.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows what I'd be.
God only knows what I'd be without.
God only knows what
God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows.
Surf in the USA, yeah. Surf in the USA, yeah. If everybody had an ocean, yeah. Across the USA now, everybody be surfing, yeah. Like California, hey, yeah. Surf in the USA, yeah. Surf in the USA. How y'all doing, all right? That's good. You know, me and the Beach Boys come from different coasts, but we dig the same things. Beautiful girls, beautiful cars. There's one girl I really dig, Jersey Girl. One, two, three, stop! Surf in the USA, yeah. Surf in the USA, yeah.
Thanks for your help, boss. But we try to be a little more positive.
Yeah, we like to sing about things like the beautiful California girl that Brian wrote his first ballad for a real surfer girl.
Look who came all the way from late night. It's Paul Shaffer.
Paul, we've got a keyboard over here reserved.
Bruce, thank you very much. This is such a kick to be here in Waikiki, singing about waves and woodies with the true kings of surf and turf. That's how I think about you guys, and I mean that sincerely. First time I ever saw you guys in my hometown of Thunder Bay, Ontario, I was dying to get up on stage and play a certain organ solo with you. And this time, I'm like the Phil Collins of this event. I've flown from New York City right over here, halfway around the world to do this. And New York's a lonely town when you're the only surfer boy around. I know you guys know that. I'm gonna go play a little bit of organ with you guys now. I'm so thrilled to be.
Do you
city, gonna have some fun now. Two girls for every bar. If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be surfing like California. You see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy, bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You catch them surfing at Del Mar, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and dresses, Australia's narrow beach, all over Manhattan and down the highway. Surfing USA. Surfing USA. Surfing USA. Surfing USA.